Kung wag na mapalitan na natin ang pag-iisip natin, hindi ito unusual, hindi ito emergency. Ito gayon talaga ang panahon. At mangyayari ito, sinasabi, ang estimate daw sa bagyo dito para sa Pilipinas sa taong ito, 12 to 15 na bagyo. So nakatatlo na tayo. So to be conservative, ibig sabihin isang dosena pa ito na dadating. Kaya wag na nating isipin na baka magkabagyo. Wag tayo mag-isip na gano'n. What we are talking about here is mitigation, of course, flood control, all of that. You know, that of course is the biggest thing. But then it is adaptation. This is not an extraordinary situation anymore. Do not think of it as a special situation. This is, I hate to use the overused phrase, but this is the new normal. Ganito na talaga ang buhay natin kahit ano pang gawin natin. Kaya wala tayong kailangan ang pag-iisip natin, hindi natin sinasabi, ay, baka sakaling magbagyo. Magkakabagyo talaga. At saka ganito. So paghandaan na natin, pag-isip na tayo ng mga panibagong paraan para yun, sa pag-aaral, sa paggagamot ng ating mga may sakit, tapos sa pagdala ng relief goods, sa pagdala sa all of these things. And I think that's the most important shift in thinking that we have to think. In my lifetime, bagyo is an extraordinary activity. Pagka may bagyo, siyempre, bata ka, walang pasok, yun lang. But it's not normal. It's like something unusual that it happens every once in a while. Lalo na yung baha na ganito, every once in a while lang yan nangyayari. So we have to change kasi tayo, well, I don't want to drag anybody into my old generation, but tayo more or less the way we think of it is a once in a while dadaan yung bagyo. We have to change our thinking and say, look, this is the way it's going to be as far as we know for many decades to come. So let's just prepare. Think of it in terms of this is what we have to do, because this kind of situation will continue to arise every time there is a storm, and the storms are coming. They're coming more quickly. They're becoming more strong. They are dumping more water on us. Ang konsuelo de bobo natin is that pag nakikita natin ng mga ibang lugar, we see what happened in Texas, we see what happens in India, we see what happens in other places. It's really the change in climate. And we have to understand that the climate has changed. The rain patterns have changed. Memoryado na natin kailan dadating yung bagyo eh. Kaya alam na natin kung saan dadaan yung bagyo. Memoryado na natin lahat yun eh. Memoryado na natin saan magbabaha. Many, and probably even most, I'd go so far as to say, most of those things no longer apply. We have to think in terms of the way that what we are seeing now. Because this is not like will happen this year. This will happen again next year. This will happen again the year after that, and the year after that, etc., and so forth. So we have to think in those terms. So our solutions need to be longer term, not so ad hoc, not so, how do you say, informal, but really we have to think of in terms of changing the way we approach this kind of problem. But so far, I'm satisfied that the response of government is sufficient. Well, it's never sufficient, but it is at a level that is providing a great deal of relief to everyone. We'll just have to keep doing this. We'll just have to keep watching the weather. And whenever our assets are allowed, if the rains slows down a little bit, the roads open up, then pasok tayo. Again, the immediate concerns, relief goods, health, and now really our schools. So yun ang isipin natin. Kasi we keep talking about improving the grades of our. If they're 3 months out of the year out of school, how kahit anong gawin mo, di ba? Dugi ka agad eh. So it's I feel sorry for them because they cannot get their proper education. Yeah, yes.
Sir, we made an announcement that we'll be implementing makeup classes on Saturdays, and we got severely bashed for that suggestion. But I'm standing by it, sir, because we need to do it also. I really need to do it, and it also it shifts the incentives. Kasi ngayon, everyone is pressuring the local chief executive to suspend classes. They get bashed online. Alam ni Mayor Rex, ni Secretary Rex when he was mayor, he'll get so many messages, and if you don't, alam ni Governor John Vic, if you don't, di ba, you will get bashed eh. Oh, tulog pa si Governor, tulog pa po si Mayor. So now we want to shift it. So they will not arbitrarily ask for that if they know they have to make it up on a Saturday, sir. Kasi ganun daw dati. That's the old policy. They were very strict that if you miss a class, you have to make it up on the Saturday. I don't know what you think about that, sir, because of course, it may not be the popular decision, sir.
None of this is popular. How can it be popular? Mahirap ang tao. And we do. I know we're doing everything that we can. The funding is there. All our assets are there. But you know, we just have to mitigate the effects of the storms, and already think very, very hard about what are the adaptation measures that we have to undertake, because this is again, this is not an unusual occurrence. It will happen again for the rest of the year. If we are anticipating 15 storms for 2025, we have had 3. Isang dosena pa ang inaantay natin. But then, think further. Next year, ganito pa rin ito. It will still be the same. So let's prepare. Let's think in those terms. What do we need to do for the next decades so that we can adapt to the new weather systems that we have. Landslide na naman ang problema.
Yeah, we expect that most of the roads, the remaining roads that will be open today, Mr. President.
Okay. All right. We just adjust as quickly as possible when the weather changes. The minute magka-opening tayo, gamitin na natin kaagad, send the relief goods, send the information, all of these things. Stay connected to everybody. That's the main thing. Just everybody stay connected to each other and to everybody else, to the LGUs, to your people on the ground, on the regional level, at the provincial and municipal level as well. So we are aware of what is happening everywhere and can respond accordingly. Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else? Anything else that we need to be? Yes.
Just a reassurance, marami po tayong cash at handa po ang ating mga government financial institutions para sa pagdangailangan ng salary loan, calamity loan, pwede po tayo magbigay ng mas mababang interest.
Well, that's always good to know. There is a ready source of income to bring Kiko, wala tayong problema sa buffer stock.
No problem, sir.
Yeah.
Mr. President, sa
Okay.
rice, we've been supplying.
I know that
LGUs already,
our
and,
warehouses are full.
We're just monitoring agricultural commodities, and kung tumaas man in calamity areas, we can impose the price active. Kailangan.
Oh, sige. All right. So we have that assurance from DA na kompleto naman ang at least bigas yung ayos tayo.